morning, how are you guys doing today? It's been a long time since we had any fun and just chill. So today we're gonna take it easy, go plant shopping, walk around the city, and we're gonna take you along. So let's go.
Before we go anywhere, we're gonna stop for some Hong Kong style lunch. Yummy! An hour and a half later, we've arrived to Harlem, where we're going to our first destination, Plant Corner. I asked on Instagram story on where I should go plant shopping, and all of you guys suggested Plant Corner NYC, so I had to check it out. Immediately as you walk through the door, you're transported into a jungle oasis filled with plants. My body and soul immediately ran towards this collector's plant shelf. I'm holding a full Hoya Matilda that's on a trellis. I have the exact one that I just made a trellis for at home, and I can't wait for it to look this full. There's so much to see and so much to cover, I didn't even know where to start. But my eyes were immediately drawn to this unicorn, which is the Philodendron Florida Beauty. It's not for sale, but it's still really cool to see another one in person. Here we have the Syndaptus Silver Lady, which is for $120. It's very interesting to see it grown in completely moss, because the one next to it, which is also another Syndaptus, is grown in leca. Another wishlist plant to see in person, this is the Philodendron Billeti that's selling for $240. Currently the shop's at 75 degrees Fahrenheit and 77% humidity, which is probably why the plants are so happy. There's also a lot of plants that I've never seen in person, like this Philodendron White Princess. It has really good variegation and a lot of new leaves for only $280. On the sides we have some of my favorite philodendrons like the Florida Ghost and also the Painted Lady. There's also a very beautiful Monstera Thai constellation that is one of many in the shop. Here we have an Anthurium crystallinum with a really nice leaf for $120. This is another beautiful plant. It's called the Philodendron 69686. I never found out why it's named this way. Let me know if you know in the comments below. But I am obsessed with the leaf structure. It reminds me of the letter T. This is the Philodendron Thai Sunrise, which seems to be loving it in semi-hydroponics. Wow, look at this one. It has a very beautiful half green and half white leaf. Not for sale, but it makes a really nice eye candy. For anyone who likes to collect Hoyas, here is a selection of uncommon Hoyas. In the back here we have the Hoya Rotunda Flora, which is one of my favorite Hoyas. They also have the Hoya Australis Lisa, which is a great Hoya if you're into variegation. Ooh, look at this one, the Hoya Matilda Super Splash. I didn't even know Matildas could be this splashy. They're all growing in different mediums. I see soil, moss, and leca. I don't know about you, but for my Hoyas, they seem to like leca the best. When you come to visit, don't miss this tiny plant corner where they have baby plants for sale. They sell cuttings and nodes so that you can get rare plants at a more affordable price. Although they're more affordable, I think these plants are for more experienced plant owners because baby plants are more hard to take care of. I find it very rewarding to start with baby plants because you can really watch them grow and develop mature leaves.
What is this? This is just the spring parts. What caught my eye was this Hoya Palinura, which is commonly known as the fishtail Hoya because of the shapes of its leaves. I've been looking for one ever since I killed the one that my friend gave me, and I was happy to find them at an affordable price in this store. Usually they're a lot more expensive, and what I've seen online, they go for at least $100 for like 5 leaves or something. So I was contemplating between this bigger one, which has nice leaves and also a new growth point, or the smaller one, which only had 4 leaves and also for half the price. Can you guess which one I took home with me?
But then I just left it in the...
We also took home this Hoya Chelsea that was only for $10. Chucky said we had to take it home because of the name Hoya Chelsea. Chelsea is his favorite soccer team, so he's like, we have to get it. This is one of the plants that he said he'll be responsible for taking care of, so let's see how that one goes.
How much is it? 20? You can try it.
I ended up taking the smaller Hoya fishtail because I saw it had little roots in the leca, so I was confident that I could take care of it. I'm snapping pictures of this philodendron pestisanum because my friend's been looking for one. They even have Stephania erectas that have baby leaves on them already. If you guys follow my journey, you know how long it took mine to actually sprout and give me new leaves. I was very tempted to add another syngonium in my collection. They have these pink splash syngoniums and albos for $60. I only own one syngonium in my collection, and it's the Syngonium Mojito. Another plant that caught my eye was this variegated alocasia. I've never seen a variegated one before. I did own a regular one that had, unfortunately, a case of spider mites. On the other side, we have a selection of more common plants like the fiddle leaf fig, the bird of paradise, and also really nice monsteras. Look at this full pot of philodendron burley marks. I actually couldn't find these in stores a couple years ago and I ordered it online, so I'm very excited to see this in stores. On the next shelf, we have a nice selection of caletheas. Caletheas are really pretty, but they're definitely not beginner plants. My caletheas were not happy with me this year, so let's just move on to the next shelf. Look, they also have a nice selection of aglaonemas. This staghorn fern is a showstopper. It's only $50. It's so beautiful, it almost looks fake. These shelves are packed with different kinds of plants like this philodendron birkin. There's also this kind of ficus I've never seen before. It has this kind of light green variegation to it. They also have a full pot of silver glory if anyone's looking for it. I haven't seen this size in stores. I bought one for myself that was a lot smaller. Moving to the center table, we have a lot of more common plants. These are mostly peperomias, snake plants. Most of the plants on this table were under $15, so it's not just expensive plants, they also have more affordable plants too. There's even an IKEA cabinet that they converted into a greenhouse, which I thought was really cool. It was very fascinating to see the setup of this IKEA cabinet. Inside you'll see grow lights and also fans to keep the air circulation. The plants in there all love humidity, like the queen anthurium. They also have some Hoyas and other anthuriums in there. On the bottom, it's dressed with a lot of ferns and Phoetonias. Definitely very inspired to start my own IKEA cabinet. Inside, you'll find a lot of plant accessories that are for plants. Some of them are made by local artists. They also have their own inside soil mix, which is made for aroids. It's made of cocoa coir, perlite, orchid bark, charcoal, worm casting, and fertilizer. What caught my eye were these extendable moss poles that were 3D printed. It comes in 2 colors, black and white. I thought these were so cool, I actually bought 2 to test out at home. Here I'm talking to Jira, which is the shop owner. She's the sweetest lady ever, and here she's taking out more plants from her prop box. Did I mention that this shop just opened in May, so it's still relatively new and not a lot of people know about this place. This place is truly a secret gem. It has uncommon plants, it has common plants, it's well decorated, it's a great mom and pop shop, and it's woman owned. The best part is that they actually ship their plants, so if you can't make the trip up here, I highly recommend you message her on what plants you're looking for and they'll ship them out to you.
The white princess.
I'm working towards my dream to open my own plant shop one day, so it was very inspiring to come here and just see somebody follow their dreams and open their own plant shop. I want to take this moment to thank everyone who's been supporting my content, watching my YouTube videos, following me on Instagram, buying my art prints, my jewelry, tote bags. All of that goes towards supporting my dream to open my own plant shop. Right when I thought I was done seeing everything in this plant shop, I see this beautiful plant wall. It looks like she's using a planter system that is nailed onto the wall. I like how she uses a white planter so the plants really pop out of the white wall. I dare you to name all the plants that are here. On the top, she has the Soltec grow lights, which are the exact ones that I have at home, except these are black. She also carries planty earrings from Plant Dosage, and I had to get myself the Gloriosum one. Of course, I bought some plants before I left. I highly recommend you guys to check this place out. There was so much that I didn't cover. You guys have to see it for yourself. We're gonna move on to the next one, which is a 5-minute walk away. We're here at the United Garden Center. As soon as you walk in, you'll see their plant selections. They have a lot of common plants, if that makes any sense. For example, they'll have the Philodendron Brazil. They also have different kinds of Hoyas, like the Hoya tricolor. You can find all these plants online, but you won't see this selection of plants in plant shops. Most of the plants on this plant shelf was between $10 to $30. I also appreciate how these plants are low maintenance plants, so it's perfect for any beginner. I said I wasn't gonna get another Calathea, but I've never seen this one before, so if you know what it is, please comment below. Moving to the back, we have a lot of plant accessories and gardening tools. On the right, we have all kinds of plant food, and then on the left, we have all kinds of soil mixes. They even have things for pest control. What I thought was really funny is that they have something to repel cats as well. This is for stray cats for your outdoor garden and not meant for home. If you need tips on how to stop your own cats from destroying your houseplant, then check out my video. In the center aisle, we have a wide selection of pots for your plants. If you're a strictly terracotta pot person like me, they got you as well. Turning the corner over here, ta-da! Terracotta pot heaven! They have all sizes of terracotta pots. They also have different colors. I was more interested on these kind of cute short fat ones. I think it would be perfect for my Stephania erecta. They also have these short wide ones that don't have drainage hole, which is pretty bad, but don't worry, remember I have a video on how to make drainage holes, so we're gonna do that with these pots. The reason why I love terracotta pot is because orange is my favorite color, and also terracotta pots have a lot of good properties that are good for plants. First of all, terracotta pots are very porous in nature, so it allows for air and water to move through freely. This prevents soil diseases and root rot. The best part is that terracotta pots are pretty cheap, so if you're someone like me who has a lot of plants, it can get pretty expensive just buying planter pots. Did I sell you on buying more terracotta pots yet? If not, check out my video on must-have terracotta pots. In that video, I talk about designer pots that I've collected throughout the years. Like the booby planter you guys always ask me about, the face planter. Can't forget to mention this lovely string of hearts that is trailing all the way down. It must be over 5 feet long. I ended up buying 3 because the other terracotta pots are pretty common and I didn't need to buy it from here. They also have moss poles here, which is pretty surprising. I wish I had a shop like this near my home. I was also very tempted to buy these mosaic style terracotta pots. I was very surprised with the Fertonias that were hanging up here. The leaves were humongous. It looked like these Fertonias were on steroids. It must be a different species because the one I have at home has very tiny leaves. Right before we left, I spotted an uncommon plant. It's the Monstera dubia. It's also known as the shingling plant. This is its juvenile form where the leaves lay flat against the tree as it climbs up in the wild. Here they have a plank of wood to support that. It's not a plant that I was looking for, but I'm very interested in how much they sell it for. Of course, this one did not have a price tag, so I had to ask how much it was, and this was $65, which is not bad. I've seen these for double the price online, and this one is actually outgrowing the plank of wood, so it should be even more expensive. But do I really need this plant? No, I don't. One of you should definitely go buy it though. Overall, we were really happy with our experience here. They have a smaller selection of plants compared to Plant Corner, but they have a huge selection of plant accessories from planter pots to potting soil, plant food. They also have a lot of outdoor gardening accessories. The staff there was very friendly. They checked the price for everything and they actually recommended another plant place to look at. On to the next plant shop.
Okay, I'm just trying to find my way to the other plant shop. Looks like we go down to Park Avenue. What's the Madison Avenue? Alright, so it looks like we just go straight down and
Where's that plant shop?
What? It's a 13-minute walk. It's called Urban Garden Center. Change of plans. It starts to rain, so we're gonna hide out at this place that we found on Google Maps. It's called Monkey Cup. So let's go check it out. Can you look more happy?
Perfect timing, the rain just stopped, so we're gonna continue on our plant shop tour. We've arrived at Urban Garden Center. I was not expecting chickens. It's built in a very interesting location. It's built right under the train tracks and it seems to take over a whole block. Right when you walk in, you'll see a lot of outdoor plants and flowers. Haha! They have a selection of terracotta pots as well. So far I haven't seen anything that catches my eye. These are pretty common plants, but what I like about them is that they're really big. I do like how they use this space for a garden center because otherwise this would have been a dead space under the train tracks. And the train tracks are really useful like a day like today because the train tracks will shield you from rain and any bad weather. We're just gonna walk around and see if there's anything interesting to talk about. Wow, look at this Shramati tricolor. The leaves are so big. The variation isn't so good. I think it needs a little bit more light. If anyone's looking for a bird of paradise, they also have a really big one here. Bigger than the one that we saw at Plant Corner. They also have a few humidity-loving plants like the Caletheia orbifolia, and also a really big Caletheia ornata in the back. These philodendron Brazils also look really healthy. The leaves are the size of my hand. Let's check out what they have in the house. On the left, we have the Tillandsia corner where you have air plants, lucky bamboos, and also some staghorn ferns. They also have a wide selection of bromeliads with different flower colors. On the left, there's some more lucky bamboos, aloes, and peperomias. They also have some really nice orchids. I believe these were $45. They have white flowers, yellow flowers, and purple flowers. These are also lucky plants in Chinese culture. If you guys are interested in lucky plants, you can check out my other video where I talk about lucky plants in our house. As you walk in more, you'll see more plants. I would say most of these are beginner friendly and low maintenance, like the ZZ plant. I would recommend definitely that snake plant over there. I would recommend avoid the Caletheas at all costs. I really like these ones on this side. These are trailing philodendrons. I believe this is the lemon lime or the neon philodendron. And then just some basic philodendrons that you can't kill. They also have the ficus tanaki, which I highly recommend. I have one at home and I love it. I got it at Union Square for $4 at a farmer's market. On the left, we have more peperomias, like the peperomia genie, variegated peperomia, see over there, and also the peperomia parallel. They also have medium size and large size plants like this tetrasperma that's on a wooden totem pole. When you're in plant shops, always remember to look up for trailing plants. This is the Rhaphidophora discursiva that I got. This one over here is selling for $125, which I think is pretty expensive. Remember when I got mine at Union Square Farmers Market for $15? I also caught this silver glory as I was walking out. Damn, $125! I have to admit, I really like their philodendron Brazil. I think these are really big and lush. I think these are totally worth it if anyone's looking for them for this size. Moving along, we have some more outdoor plants like flowers and perennials. Super interesting decoration like these crotons on the side and this pavilion that has a mermaid in it. Hi! Here is also a corner of calatheums. Calatheums are very interesting. They always have the coolest patterns. This one looked like it has ink splashes on it. There are also seasonal plants that go dormant during the winter. So usually what I do is I'll cut them back and just keep the bulb until it's spring again. When the weather is warmer, all you have to do is repot it. In this space, it's decorated with a lot of peace lilies. I've actually never had a peace lily before, but I heard they're really hard to take care of. I was telling Chucky how these look like the bamboo sticks from the Marvel movie Shang-Chi. We watched the movie yesterday and it was the first time we watched a movie in the movie theaters in a while, and it was totally worth it. These fiddle leaf figs are so big and beautiful, I wanted to take it home. As we were walking out, we realized that this was the front door and we actually came in from the back door. But we got to see the chickens. Overall, I'm very pleased with my experience here. I like how you kind of wander into the space and just check out the plants that are in every corner. I definitely like it for the experience. I've never seen something like this in the city. That's it for this feline jungle adventure. I hope you enjoyed this plant tour where we went to plant shops in Harlem. The plant shops that we got to check out was Plant Corner, United Garden Center, and Urban Garden Center. If I missed any shops, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to check them out next time. Oh, and we can't forget our stop at Monkey Cup. Also forgot to mention we restocked some of the items in our stores, like my collaboration with Lost Us Jess, Feline Jungle inspired earrings and hairpins, so go check it out at felinejungle.com. Now we're really at the end of the video, so if you liked it, don't forget the 10-second challenge to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with all your friends. See you next week. Bye!